Okay, so we've talked about the injury cycle, that frustrating loop of feeling better, going back to activity, and then being injured again. But before we go into how to structure our training effectively to end this cycle, we need to understand exactly why this is happening and explain what's going on inside our bodies when we're actually attempting to heal. Okay? So, to optimize your training and your rehab, we first need to understand the healing process. Because if we get the timing wrong, we're basically setting ourselves up for this injury cycle. And we're going to continue to go through that time and time again. Okay? So, the injury cycle, or the healing cycle, sorry, is basically 3 healing stages. Okay? We've got the bleeding phase, we've got proliferation, and remodelling. Okay? So, stage 1 is the bleeding phase. Your body's basically in damage control mode. Blood vessels are broken, there's bleeding, which results in swelling, inflammation, and potentially varying levels of dysfunction. And that usually lasts days to possibly a week, generally. Okay? Stage 2 is our proliferation. And now your body's laying down new tissue. But it's kind of like scaffolding. It's not the finished article. Okay? It's weak, it's disorganised, and this stage can take weeks to months. And then we go into the final phase, which is our remodelling phase. Okay? Your body's strengthening and organising the new tissue properly. And this is where the real strength comes back. And this can take anywhere from months to years. Okay? But here's the crucial bit. These stages overlap massively depending on the tissue that you've injured and how severe the injury was. Also, things like your age, your lifestyle, general health can impact the timescales of healing. Okay? Most people feel better around here. Okay? The pain's gone down, movement's easier, but the tissue is still weak and disorganised. Return to activity here and you're asking yourself for trouble. And we're entering into this injury cycle of feeling better, injured. Feeling better, injured. Okay? And this is why that feeling better isn't necessarily being better. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how to exactly plan your training and my exact 4-phase structure I use to optimize this healing process to ensure that we break this cycle for good. See you next time.